Students, welcome to accountancy class. I am Narsimlu, commerce teacher. Today I am going to explain you CC first year accountancy. In that, journalizing accounting transaction. Students, a problem will come in the annual examination for 2 marks. And that problem I will explain in this video. So here topic journalizing. From that, in the annual examination you will be given one question for 2 marks, and the question will be like this: journalize the following transactions, and 4 accounting transactions will be given. And given accounting transactions, for the given accounting transactions you need to write the journal entries in the journal. Before going to write the journal entries in the journal, you need to prepare journal pro forma with 5 columns: date, particulars, LF number, debit amount, credit amount. First column date, second column particulars, third column LF number, fourth column debit amount, fifth column credit amount. Okay, student. So here you will be given 4 transactions in the annual examination for journalizing as a 2 marks question. So here 4 points are given, 4 transactions are given. I will explain how we are going to write journal entries for these accounting transactions. See, journalizing the following transactions. 2017 March 1st commenced business with cash rupees 20,000. So here business started with cash rupees 20,000 as capital. This is the first point. And second one, on March 2nd bought plant for 5,000. Plant means here machinery. So a machinery purchased for rupees 5,000. For this we can go to write one entry. And next, third, on March 3rd 2017 paid for postage. Postage is an expenditure. Okay, students. So we paid expenditure for postage of rupees 500. And come to fourth transaction, that is paid salaries. Salaries also expenditure. So here we paid salaries of rupees 6,000. These are the 4 accounting transactions. For these 4 accounting transactions we need to write journal entries. In the annual examination you will be given this problem, and for this problem we can go to write journal entries in the journal. Let me explain you one by one. See, first one, what is that? March 2017 March 1st commenced business with cash. So here when we stored the business, commenced means here starting. So when we stored the business with a cash of rupees 20,000 as capital. So here cash is asset related to real account. Okay, real account principle says that what comes in debit, what goes out credit. So here when we investing some money in the business in the form of cash, so is cash coming into the business or going out of the business? As cash coming into the business. So when the cash coming into the business, that should be debited. Okay, students. So here cash 2017 March 1st. What we have to write? Cash account debit to capital account. Remember one thing, when you see this transaction in the problem, what is the transaction here? Commenced business. Whenever you see the word commenced business or begins the business or started the business with the cash, then you can go to write the opposite account as capital. Okay, students. Here cash account debit to capital account. You can go to memorize this entry. As it is a little ambiguity in understanding, so you have to memorize. It's better. Cash account debit to capital account, and amount 20,000 in the debit column and 20,000 in the credit column. Write the narration being business started with cash. So the first transaction entry we have written, and come to second transaction. What is the second transaction? See on March 2nd bought plant. Here a machinery purchased for rupees 5,000. For this we can go to write entry. So here plant is a machinery. Machinery is an asset related to real account. Real account principle says that what comes in debit, what goes out credit. Here whenever we purchase the plant, is the plant coming into the business or going out of the business? Is coming into the business. That should be debited. Plant account debit. Plant account debit. In the debit column 5,000 you can go to write. And see here only one aspect is there. When there is only one aspect without any information, then you think that is the cash transaction. Here only one aspect is in this transaction, that is bought plant, and another aspect is not available in this transaction. So when there is no second aspect in the transaction, then you think that is the cash transaction. So here we purchase the plant for cash. So when we purchase the plant for cash, is cash coming into the business or going out of the business? Is cash going out of the business. That should be credited to cash account 5,000. Okay students, here narration being plant purchased, Okay students, next come to third one. What is the third one? Paid for postage. Paid for postage. So it is expenditure. So as per nominal account principle, expenses should be debited, income should be credited. So here expenditure, that is postage. So here a postage account debit, amount of rupees 500. And I already said that if there is only one aspect in the transaction without a second aspect, then we can go to think it that the transaction is the cash transaction. So here we paid postage expenses in the form of cash. So cash, we paid the cash. When we pay the cash, is cash coming into the business or going out of the business? Is going out of the business. That should be credited as per real account principle. Cash account 500. Narration, you go to write narration being postage expenses paid. Being postage expenses paid. Okay. And fourth one, what is the fourth one? Paid salaries. What does it mean? We paid salaries. When we pay salaries, it is an expenditure. So expenses should be debited as per nominal account principle. So here you can go to debit salaries. Salaries account debit, amount of rupees 6,000. Okay. Next, here only one aspect is there. So when there is only one aspect, you think that is the cash transaction. Paid salaries. It is the here salaries only one aspect we find in this transaction. So when we find only one aspect in the transaction, then we assume or we think that the transaction is a cash transaction. So we paid salaries in the form of cash. So cash related to real account. Real account principle says that what comes in debit, what goes out credit. When we paid salaries, cash is coming into the business or going out of the business? Yes, going out of the business. That should be credited to cash account amount of rupees 6,000. Okay, here you can go to write the narration being salaries paid, being salaries paid. So in this way we can go to write the journal entries to the problem that will be given in the annual examination for 2 marks. Once again I will explain this problem, just you observe. Generalize the following transaction. Here 4 transactions are given. 2017 March 1st commenced business with cash rupees 20,000. For this we written one entry. What is that entry? Cash account debit to capital account. 20,000 in the debit column and 20,000 in the credit column. Narration being business started with cash. And come to next one, bought plant. So here when we purchase the plant, and here plant account debit, that is the asset that comes into the business, that should be debited. And here only one aspect we find in this transaction, so another aspect we can guess that as cash. So why? Because it is a cash transaction. So when we purchase the plant, is the cash coming into the business or going out of the business? That cash going out of the business, that should be credited as per real account principle. So plant account debit to cash account, both are assets, both related to real account. Real account principle says that what comes in debit, what goes out credit. So plant comes into the business, that should be debited, and cash goes out of the business, that should be credited. So 5,000 in the debit column, 5,000 in the credit column. Narration you can go to write being plant purchased. And come to third entry, that is paid for postage. Here we paid postage expenses. Postage expenses, when we paid postage expenses and postage expenses related to nominal account. What nominal account principle says that expenses, losses, cost should be debited, incomes, gains and profit should be credited. Here postage is an expenditure, that should be debited as per nominal account principle. And the postage expenses we met in the form of cash. Cash is related to assets comes under real account. Real account principle says that what comes in debit, what goes out credit. So cash goes out of the business, that should be credited. So postage account debit to cash account 500. And come to fourth one, salaries, paid salaries. Here salary is also an expenditure. Expenses should be debited as per nominal account. So here we debited salaries account as per nominal account rupees 6,000. And what goes out of the business, cash goes out of the business, that should be credited to cash account 6,000. Okay student. And narration being salaries paid. In this way we have to write the journal entries for the given transactions in the problem for 2 marks in the annual examination. Okay students, I hope you understood how to write the journal entries for the given problem in the annual examination for 2 marks. Thank you for watching this video.